What's up, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. We have a lot to talk about today. Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout, they went yard in the same game. 20-year-old Marlins pitcher Eury Perez, he made some history last night. Aaron Judge, his assault on baseballs continued against the Blue Jays. And speaking of just hitting baseballs a very far way, there was nearly 10 home runs in yesterday's Dodgers versus Cardinals game. You do not want to miss it. We post these recaps every single day, so don't be afraid to stick around and hit that subscribe button. And remember, if you're going to any baseball games or concerts anytime soon, save yourself 20 bucks off on SeatGeek using code Fuzzy. Now, we do have some breaking news. The captain of the Astros, Jose Altuve, he is back after breaking his wrist or hand. I can't exactly remember what happened in the World Baseball Classic. All I know is he got hit by Daniel Bard. Either way, he's back. He's making his season debut against the A's. So the Astros, who've been playing a whole lot better as of late, they're only going to get better now. All right, the first game from yesterday that I want to talk about, the Mets and the Tampa Bay Rays. Rookie starting pitcher Taj Bradley, he probably doesn't have to face a ton of hitters like Pete Alonso in the minors. Pete, he is historically powerful, and he has the stats to prove it. His career 13.15 at-bats per home run would be fourth all-time, just behind Barry Bonds. Now we head to the sixth inning where Josh Lowe of the Rays connected for his 10th home run. Right now, he is on pace for a 43 home run, 20 stolen base season, something crazy like that, but it stays 2-2 after a sick defensive play. Rookie Francisco Alvarez, he backpicks a runner, giving New York a chance to steal the lead in the bottom half. And fam, he beats out an infield single, driving home Jeff McNeil in the process. David Robertson, he might be the best free agent signing of the entire offseason. He has 8 saves and a 0.95 ERA in replacement of Edwin Diaz. By the way, a super random breaking story, Gary Sanchez is being called up by the Mets. Okay, the Marlins and the Nationals. Brian De La Cruz had the Marlins feeling pretty good early. He now has a 12-game hitting streak. He's hitting .372 with an 11.08 OPS over his last 11 games. He has been a monster. Gene Segura and Xavier Edwards, they brought home 2 more. That was Xavier's first career RBI, by the way. All of that for the 20-year-old. I completely forgot that Eury Perez was just 20 years old because he's 6'7", throws 102. He looked like a veteran yesterday. 6 strikeouts, just 1 walk over 5 very efficient frames. He was taken out after 78 pitches. The Marlins did end up winning 5-3, so Eury, he becomes the 4th youngest starting pitcher in the wild card era to earn a W. I don't know what the ceiling is for the 2023 Marlins, but they've won 4 in a row. They're 2 games over 500 despite being outscored by 52 runs this year. Aaron Judge, he took this series personally. He looked like Michael Jordan in The Last Dance. He bashed his 4th home run of the series. His 32 career home runs versus the Blue Jays is the most in franchise history, talking about the Yankees. Bo Bichette got one of those runs back, but Nestor Cortez, he was nasty Nestor. Well, not full-blown nasty Nestor, but he was still pretty good. 6 strikeouts over 6 innings. He gave up 2 runs. Anthony Volpe, he smoked a pitch for a 7th home run. He's currently on pace for a 45 season. That is 25 home runs and 45 stolen bases. Ron Marinaccio got his first save of the season as the Yankees bullpen held the Blue Jays to 1 hit over the final 3 innings. New York, they win the series 3-1. They are 7-3 over their last 10 games, and now they're tied for 3rd. The AL East in 2023 is historically good. Here we go, the Cardinals and the Dodgers. I think that St. Louis saw the stat where it says that Disney World and Disneyland are the biggest purchasers of fireworks of the entire world. Yeah, St. Louis, they wanted to hold that record last night because they had firework after firework. That's a 3-run blast to Wilson Contreras, who was as hyped as it gets. Juan Yepes, he got one. Nolan Gorman, more on him later. Do not go anywhere. Paul DeJong and Nolan Arenado, they all left the yard as well. Arenado, by the way, he was hitting .239 with 2 home runs in his first 28 games. He's now hitting .307 with 7 home runs over his last 15. That was Nolan's 308th career home run. I think that he could retire today and walk into the Hall of Fame. That's 8 more home runs than Freddie Freeman. That grand slam was Freddie Freeman's 300th for his career. He's hitting .310 with a near 150 OPS plus since 2016. He's also 41 base hits away from 2,000, so in my opinion, both he, Nolan Arenado, Paul Goldschmidt, a few other guys, they're going to walk into the Hall of Fame. The home run barrage continued in the 8th. When Wilson Contreras connected for a second of the game, he had 2 3-run blasts, so 6 RBIs on 2 swings. And look at Nolan Gorman going yard for a second time. Nolan Gorman is hitting .295 with 12 home runs, 36 RBIs. The Cardinals went off for 7 home runs in a single game. They have won 2 in a row. They're 6 games back of first place, but in my opinion, they're just going to keep stacking wins. That offense is playing like the best offense in baseball. The Angels were yet again back in Baltimore, and the Angels and Orioles were trading runs all night long. When I say runs, I mean home runs, with Shohei Ohtani belting his 10th, and the same with Mike Trout. They both have 10 home runs on the season. There's no way that LA loses after... Okay, That'll do it. Anthony Santander, his 2-run home run in the 5th ruins a near gem from Tyler Anderson. He is just walking everyone to begin the season. Both he and Tyler Wells gave up 3 earned runs, so this game is going to have to be won by the bullpen. Zach Neto, the rookie shortstop, he stole the lead back on a single in the 6th inning, only to have Adley Rutschman grab that run back and then some. Nearly 430 feet on that 2-run shot. He has 7 home runs and a 143 OPS plus. Yennier Cano and Felix Bautista, they were not available in this game, so of course, LA, they got right back into it on an Urshela single, and then they got the lead back. Ohtani, he used his speed to beat it out. As Renfroe, he used his arm to stop any comeback from happening in the 9th inning. In my opinion, I think that Fernando Tatis Jr., Ronald Acuna Jr., and Hunter Renfroe are all tied for the best arm of any right fielder in baseball. Carlos Estevez, he came in, he struck out Ryan Mountcastle to end the game as the Angels barely win 6-5. The Guardians and the White Sox, Dylan Cease got some help from Derek Jeter. I mean, Tim Anderson, that was a sick jump throw for the web gem. Logan T. Allen, the rookie left-handed pitcher for the Cleveland Guardians, he has been really good. He struck out 5 more, allowing just 1 run. He needs his offense to help out, which won't be easy considering they're the Cleveland Guardians and they're facing Dylan Cease. But that swing right there almost brought a tear to my eye. Gabriel Arias, one of my favorite prospects in baseball, he sent one 410 feet the other way. That is some serious pop. He ties it at 1-1. And Cleveland's defense, they stepped up big time in the 6th inning. Rookie Brian Rocchio, he had the diving stop at 3rd base, and then catcher Cam Gallagher tossed out Jake Berger for the final out. He stopped a rally. Chicago's defense did the exact opposite. They let down their pitcher. Tim Anderson, he just flat out took his eye off the ball and missed it as Cleveland scored on that play, and then they got another run from the catcher Cam Gallagher. Emmanuel Clase, he's got 15 saves as the Guardians win 3-1. Every time I say Cleveland and 3-1, it gives me the heebie-jeebies of 2016 memories. Those were all of the games from yesterday, so before we talk about the standings and the web gems, let's give a quick update on all these stat leaders across baseball. Batting average, it's still Luis Ariz, no update on that, but shout out to Ronald Acuna Jr., who is hitting .345, and he's number 1, or actually number 2 in stolen bases with 18. But back up to the pitching leaders, we have Shane McClanahan still in the number 1 spot with 7 wins, but Zach Allen, Justin Steele, Kershaw, Joe Ryan, a few other guys are at 6. Home runs, Big Me, I shouldn't say that. Polar Bear Pete, he wears the crown right now, just 1 ahead of Max Muncy. I think Max Muncy left the yard as well yesterday. Adolis has 13. ERA, Sonny Gray is ahead of Alex Cobb, Bryce Elder. Those are the only 3 guys under a 2 ERA. RBIs, it's still Adolis Garcia. If he was a contact guy, he's number 1 in home runs and RBIs. He would be the leader for the Triple Crown, but winning 2 out of 3, that would still be pretty impressive. Emmanuel Clase, 4 ahead of anyone in saves. Hits, it's Bo Bichette followed by Ronald, who again is hitting .345 with 18 stolen bases. Strikeouts, Spencer Strider way out in front. Este Urias has 20 stolen bases. He's on pace to be MLB's first 70 stolen base guy in I think a couple decades. And then quality starts. Does anyone really care about this stat? Maybe I'll just stop talking about it. The Tampa Bay Rays right now are 3.5 games ahead of the Orioles, but as we can see, the Rays have lost 2 games in a row. They've outscored their opponents by 121 runs this year, which is mind-blowing, but they're in the driver's seat still. The Twins are 3.5 games ahead of the Guardians. Luckily, the Guardians gained a game yesterday. In the AL West, things are about to get a whole lot spicier because the Astros have won 4 in a row and they're getting back Jose Altuve. So the Angels and Astros are all within 4 games, and the Mariners, they've lost 2 in a row. So hopefully the Mariners can turn around. Going to the National League, the Braves are 4.5 games ahead of the Marlins, with the Phillies and the Mets kind of wetting the bed. I mean, especially the Phillies, they've lost 4 in a row, but shout out to the Marlins who have won 4 and the Mets who have won 2 in a row. The Central, the Brewers are ahead of the Pirates by 1 game after the Pirates won and the Brewers lost. The Cardinals will be back in 2nd place within the next 3 or 4 weeks. I'm almost going to guarantee it. The Dodgers are ahead of the Diamondbacks by 2.5 games. The Giants are on a 3-game winning streak. I did not know that they passed the Padres, who are now 7.5 games back. I want to try and keep these recaps a little bit shorter going forward, so I know there weren't a lot of games, but this should be the style going forward because I want to save you guys some time but still talk about all of the highlights. Thank you guys for watching and enjoy the web gems.
How about that? And get another look at that great play by Brian Rocchio, who's made a couple of spectacular plays.
To Rojas. Fly ball right center. Newbar on the run. Still going, still going, still going. Collision and the catch. Who got it? Edman makes the grab.
Ground ball, diving play by Cooper. Feeds Barnes and gets the out.